Welcome to Counterpunch. Today's topic: does a protracted recount runoff controversy undermine the credibility of the Republican nominee for governor?
Yes, it does, and Alabama Republicans are right to be concerned. When political considerations seem to determine which votes are counted, the public loses faith in the electoral system. Already, perhaps a quarter of the electorate believes the 2002 gubernatorial election was stolen based on denial of a recount. The current controversy is likely to leave a large chunk of conservative voters convinced their own nomination was rigged this time. What should have been a straightforward recount to make absolutely sure of the second-place finisher turned ridiculous when Attorney General Troy King held that the recount may proceed, but its outcome has no effect on who advances to a runoff. If the recount shows Tim James was actually the second-place finisher, James can file a challenge, but only after the runoff. No common sense there. Alabama voters are apathetic enough already without such shenanigans demonstrating that votes are only counted when it pleases the powers that be. For Left in Alabama, I'm Sherry Walker.
Why on earth would an election challenge and a recount undermine the credibility of anyone? Theoretically, the purpose of a recount is to make certain that the correct candidate was selected, and therefore should increase the credibility of the eventual nominee. Yes, I understand that the Attorney General's opinion sounds very strange, but blame the Democrat-dominated legislature. They wrote the law that way. What the recount will do, however, is dramatically reduce the amount of time and money that the eventual candidate can spend on the general election campaign against the Democrats. The Democrats elected Sparks as their gubernatorial candidate, and he's campaigning even now to win in November. With Byrne and Bentley in the runoff and Tim James trying to force a recount and possibly contest the election, nobody knows who's going to campaign for governor. Sparks will have 6 months from the moment that he knew he would be the Democrats' candidate. The eventual GOP nominee will have less than 4 months, assuming Tim James doesn't drag it out and contest the election. It's the time frame that will hurt the GOP candidate, and that will only get tighter the longer that this is drug out. Tim James needs to abandon his plans to contest the election. Give either Byrne or Bentley, whoever wins, the most time they can get in order to run against Sparks. For Politics Alabama, I am Matthew Givens. Produced by Politics Alabama, online at politicsalabama.blogspot.com.